Yo, Gabe, Arrogant Marketing, Arrogant Records. This is my second installment of album reviews. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing these more. So if you want your album project review, please send it over. Definitely give you a listen. Can't guarantee I'll get to everybody's project and post it, but I will definitely check it out. Trying to do this more and more. And this particular project that I'm reviewing is by Medaforacle. Project is titled Journals. Um, and just from start to finish, I would have to say this is one of the best projects I've had the opportunity to review. Um, and I promise they're not always going to be this positive. I always provide constructive criticism wherever I can. But I was really impressed by this because when it first came through my feed, uh, Medaforacle, he just posted. He was like explaining a little bit about the project, the work that went into it. But he was saying that he wanted to create a project that was an auditory experience from start to finish. Um, and as an older head in the hip hop scene, I kind of miss that. I kind of miss when people used to like get a vinyl or a CD, a project, and you would open it and you would get the liner notes and you get the photos and you get the hidden tracks, and you had to listen to the whole thing. I mean, especially on the vinyl, but on CD you could skip if you had the opportunity to, or on a cassette. You had to listen. You could fast forward and all that, but it was a different experience then. Like you had to listen to a whole project, and it was kind of a whole experience. You got to unpackage it, take it out of the plastic wrap, and take the sticker off the top of the CD, and then rip that off, open it up, open the liner notes. You got the credits, you got all of the artwork in there, you got the photography, you got all that. And then, of course, sometimes there was something extra in there for fans. So I thought it was cool, like back whenever people used to do that, vinyl used to have interesting aspects to it too. And I missed that. So when he said that he wanted to create an experience that was similar to that, I was like immediately drawn in. And then, man, from a marketing perspective, you gotta love it, man. He said it's Bandcamp first, because he wanted to provide this artwork and the photography and the liner notes. And so that was a plus, man. So I scooped a copy off Bandcamp. I always do that whenever I have an opportunity to, and I like the project. Always want to support the homies. Um, this particular project, though, man, the bars, the writing, the production value. He wasn't lying. He says he's got the best project in the state of Arizona, hands down. And you don't have anybody jumping on his social media post and saying he's wrong. You don't have anybody jumping on there and arguing with him. And for good reason. I mean, you give this a listen, you're going to understand, it's a quality project. First listen, just the intro track. Bars on bars and bars, references Kato on the track, he references Drano. Just some of the bars that really like caught my eye was like, keep this brief like a case closed. Just the writing is... I'm a huge fan of writing. If you don't already know, I'm a word nerd. I love the lyrical aspect of hip-hop. Came from the era of hip-hop where writing was everything. Not numbers, not streams, not all that, not social media presence, not how big of a business person you are in the industry. It was more about bars. That's always been the key aspect for me, so I really, really enjoy that aspect. And so whenever I listened to it, I gave it a first listen through. I listened through a couple of times, and it was just impressive. And it's impressive from start to finish. It was an auditory experience. The crispness, the textural aspect of production really is impressive whenever you can hear how the sound design is almost cinematic, and really close attention is paid to the listener's experience. And I think that's huge. In an age where AI is big, where people can cut corners, or you can have a machine do everything, clean things up for you, um, a lot of nuance is lost. Breath, um, the pen, paper sounds, just different things that he added into the auditory texture of the project. It's just really awesome. It's really impressive. And so, listening through it, it was definitely what he described it to be. So I love the confidence. I love the marketing angle. I love the Bandcamp first before the streaming. I love that it did go to streaming. I love that it is just a solid project, something that I can actually listen to again and again. And if you're a lyrical fan, Ruffian's homage, I can't even talk, but Ruffian's homage is, man, stand out. That first like 30 seconds is, man, he's just going crazy. Like, you gotta hear it. I won't repeat it because I won't do it justice, and it's just I can't do the art justice, and I can't give it the homage it deserves. It needs a listen. It needs a solid understanding of where he's coming from as a producer, sound designer, engineer, writer, performance artist, rapper, MC, all the hats that you wear whenever you put a project like this together. Whew, man. Can't say enough positive about it. Marketing aspect, I love how he did it. I love how he put it out there. I love how he talks about it. He still stands on his stance that it's the best project in the state of Arizona. I don't know enough about other artwork in the state to make an argument for or against, but so far I couldn't present an argument in the contrary. And definitely love the work. Always been a fan of his work and his writing, but this really locked me in, and I'll be listening again. I really feel like constructive criticism, that's hard for this particular project. I wish that he had some New Mexico heads on the project. I would like to have seen maybe like Joe Speaks in the mix. I would like to have seen some more lyrical heads in the mix from the state of New Mexico as well. But I understand, you don't want the project to be too heavy features. I like that he kept it low on the features side. I like that he controlled all the elements of the project in a way that made sense. If you listen to it, you're gonna like it. If you're into boom bap, hip hop, golden era, writing, bars, production, sound design, engineering. If you're just a fan of hip hop in general, you can appreciate the quality of the project, and you can appreciate just what he did with the project. So, like I said, can't say enough good about it. Definitely, the only critique I have is I wish there was some more New Mexico artists in the mix, but I'm not hating on it at all. So go check it out. Journals, Medaforacle, all streaming platforms. Shout out to homie, and go check it out as soon as you can. Peace.
Look, I ain't gon' lie, I'm sick of y'all. I'm big appalled how niggas can't spit it all. Meanwhile, I'm telling your bitch to get off my dick and balls. Niggas missing all type of teeth when I punch, without a fist involved. I'm different, y'all, it's vital y'all stop testing me. The best MCs rip from their legacies, trying to F with me. I'm cold-hearted, started freezing time from the breath of me. When my pen moves, please pardon telepathy. Dismantle shit, get waxed like a candle. Lit niggas in shambles when I handle pin. Y'all are just rambling, this fake beef. Who let the cattle in? Y'all just freeze scared when I spit. Competition stiffer than mannequins.